On New Year's Day, 2011, the Carlson family gathered for what should have been a quiet holiday dinner. The house was filled with the usual post-holiday calm. But that evening, a shocking event would shatter the peace and unravel a story far darker than anyone could have imagined. Christina Carlson, the matriarch, found her husband, Carl, dead in their home. At first glance, it seemed like a tragic accident, a home invasion gone horribly wrong. The scene was staged to look like a robbery, with items scattered and a safe supposedly broken into. But as investigators began to piece together the evidence, they discovered that the truth was far more sinister, and the motive was chillingly simple: greed. Carl Carlson was a successful businessman, a former Air Force pilot, and a devoted family man. He and his wife, Christina, lived a comfortable life in Connecticut. To the outside world, they were a normal, happy family. They had 2 daughters, and Carl was known for his generosity and his strong work ethic. He had built a life insurance business from the ground up, providing security for countless families. It is a tragic irony that the very industry he dedicated his life to would become the central pillar in the plot against him. At the time, no one realized that the foundation of this seemingly perfect family life was cracking under the weight of secrets and financial desperation. The initial 911 call painted a picture of chaos and fear. Christina claimed she had found Carl after returning home, suggesting that intruders had attacked him. The crime scene was messy, but to the trained eyes of law enforcement, something felt off. Certain details just didn't add up. For instance, valuable items were left behind, which is unusual for a typical burglary. This small detail raised new questions and prompted detectives to look closer, not just at the scene, but at the people closest to Carl. Their focus soon turned to his family, particularly his wife, Christina, and his daughter, Catherine. As the investigation deepened, detectives uncovered a disturbing financial reality. Despite their comfortable lifestyle, the Carlsons were in deep financial trouble. Christina had been spending extravagantly, racking up significant debt without Carl's knowledge. Credit card statements revealed a pattern of unsustainable spending on luxury goods and cosmetic procedures. The family was facing foreclosure on their home, and the pressure was mounting. It became clear that Carl's life insurance policies, worth a substantial amount of money, were seen by someone as a solution to this financial crisis. This discovery shifted the investigation's entire direction. It was no longer just a potential robbery. It was now a potential murder for profit. The turning point came when investigators examined Christina's digital footprint. Her computer search history revealed some chilling queries made in the days leading up to Carl's death. She had searched for how to buy a taser, how to use one, and even looked up topics related to incapacitating someone. This was the key that unlocked a conspiracy. The evidence suggested a premeditated plan, not a random act of violence. The investigation then zeroed in on a man named Tyree Smith. It turned out that Christina had hired Smith, promising him a share of the insurance money to carry out the murder. The plot was as cold as it was calculated. Christina would lure Carl into a vulnerable position, and Smith would be the one to end his life. The plan was set in motion on New Year's Eve. Christina convinced Carl to stay home while she and her daughter went out. She left a key for Tyree Smith and coordinated with him via text messages. While Carl was asleep, Smith entered the house. He used a pillow to muffle the sound and suffocated Carl. After the act was done, Smith and Christina staged the scene to look like a robbery. They broke a safe, scattered belongings, and tried to create an illusion of a violent struggle. But their attempts to cover their tracks were clumsy and ultimately futile. The digital evidence, combined with Smith's eventual confession, exposed the entire conspiracy. When confronted with the overwhelming evidence, Tyree Smith cooperated with the police. He detailed the entire plot, explaining how Christina had recruited him and promised him payment from the life insurance payout. His confession painted a chilling portrait of Christina as a manipulative and cold-hearted planner who was willing to sacrifice her husband's life for financial gain. For her role in orchestrating the murder, Christina Carlson was arrested and faced justice. She was found guilty of murder and conspiracy to commit murder and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Tyree Smith, for his cooperation, received a lesser sentence of 48 years. The aftermath of the Carl Carlson case left a trail of devastation. Two families were destroyed by one person's greed. Carl's other daughter was left to grapple with the unimaginable betrayal of her mother and sister. Catherine, who was also implicated but received a plea deal for her lesser involvement. The case serves as a stark reminder of how financial desperation, when combined with a profound lack of empathy, can lead to the most horrific outcomes. It's a story about the dark side of the American dream, where the pressure to maintain an image of success can curdle into something monstrous. It shows that the most dangerous threats can sometimes come from within our own homes, from the very people we are supposed to trust the most. Reflecting on this case, it's hard to comprehend the level of deception involved. Carl Carlson spent his life providing security for others, yet he was betrayed by the person who should have been his greatest ally. The story is not just about a crime. It's about a fundamental breach of trust and the devastating impact of greed. It challenges us to look beyond surface appearances and consider the hidden pressures and secrets that can lie beneath a seemingly perfect life. The tragedy is that this was not a crime of passion or a momentary lapse in judgment. It was a cold, calculated act, planned and executed for money. And in the end, no amount of money could ever justify the cost of life lost and a family forever broken.